What if you could wake up of the view from your bedroom window on the moon? You know, for over 50 years, the moon has basically been a ghost town. We left our footprints, we left our flags, even some machines, but we never stayed. So why? But what if all that changed? What if you could wake up, not to, traffic or birds chirping, but to this? The absolute breathtaking silence of the view from your bedroom window on the moon. I mean, think about it. No skyscrapers, no clouds, just Earth. Our entire world, that swirling blue marble, just hanging there in the blackness. A constant reminder of where we all came from. It sounds like an absolute dream, doesn't it? But here's the twist. The reality is a complete nightmare. Could you actually survive there? Or would the moon literally destroy you in just a matter of days? To answer that, we have to face a pretty terrifying truth. The moon isn't just empty space. No, it's an active, hostile environment. And honestly, it kind of wants to kill you. Turns out there are 4 major invisible killers waiting for you up there, and each one is more lethal than the last. So let's pull back the curtain and see what we're really up against. First up, the temperatures, and these are just insane. Okay, so one day on the moon lasts about 29 Earth days. That means for 2 solid weeks, the sun just beats down, cooking the surface to over 100 degrees Celsius, hot enough to boil water. But then, for the next 2 weeks, total darkness, and the temperature plummets to a staggering minus 170 degrees. That's a 300-degree swing. It's enough to boil you and then flash freeze you. Killer number 2 is an invisible poison, radiation. See, here on Earth, we're lucky. We've got this amazing magnetic field that acts like a giant shield. The moon, it's got nothing. It's completely naked and exposed. And what that means is you're getting bombarded constantly by deadly radiation from the sun and from deep space. And we are not talking about a simple sunburn here. Oh no. This is a full-on assault at the cellular level, shredding your DNA and leading to cancer, organ failure. I mean, you name it. It's horrifying. Now, the third killer is the most deceptive one, the low gravity, right? It's just 1/6 of what we have on Earth. It probably feels like a superpower at first, but in reality, it's a silent assassin, slowly and systematically dismantling your body from the inside out. Without that constant pull of Earth's gravity that you're used to, your bones get brittle, your muscles just waste away, even your heart and your brain start to malfunction. Your entire body is basically in a constant state of decay. And finally, we get to the most immediate, most terrifying threat of all, the void. There's no air to breathe. There's no pressure holding your body together. If you stepped outside without a suit, the vacuum of space would literally boil your blood and rupture your lungs in seconds. You wouldn't even last a minute. So, the verdict is in. The moon is a death trap. Survival isn't just hard. It seems completely, utterly impossible. Or is it? What if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if the secret to conquering the moon isn't on the moon at all, but is actually floating right above our heads? So get this. For over 2 decades, we've been running a kind of secret experiment in space. It's called the International Space Station. And it's been our lab, with astronauts as our test subjects. We've been studying exactly how the human body reacts to space. And what we've found? Well, it's a total game changer. We figured out how to fight back against muscle and bone loss with special exercises. We've developed new ways to shield against that deadly radiation. We've even learned how to manage the intense psychological stress of being so isolated. We've basically been solving the problems of living on the moon before we even got there. But you know the most incredible discovery of all? It's us. The human body is way more resilient than we ever gave it credit for. With the right technology, advanced habitats, better life support, radiation shields, it turns out we can't just survive on the moon. We could actually thrive there. So just surviving? That's just the beginning. The real adventure, the really cool part, it starts now. Because once we figured out how to live on the moon, the possibilities are, well, they're limitless. So here's the plan. First, we build small outposts. Then they become permanent settlements. We'll use the moon's own dirt to 3D print our buildings and mine for water ice. We'll eventually build entire cities underground, safe from all those dangers on the surface. And then, the moon becomes our gateway to the rest of the solar system, a bustling spaceport for missions to Mars and way beyond. See, the moon isn't the final frontier. It's just the first step.
It's the beginning of a journey that's going to take us to the stars. We won't just be Earthlings anymore, we'll be cosmic.
But there is a huge question that almost no one is asking. In this whole grand quest to conquer the moon, what do we become? I mean, what happens to our humanity when we leave Earth behind for good? Seriously, just try to imagine a child born on the moon. All they've ever known is gray dust and a black sky. For them, Earth is just a story their parents tell them, that beautiful blue light hanging in the darkness. Would they feel any connection at all to a world they've never actually touched or smelled or felt? Think about it. A whole generation that has never felt rain, never swam in an ocean, never heard the wind in a forest. A generation of people for whom a blue sky is just something from a history book. Would they even be human in the same way we are? Or would they become something else entirely? A new branch on our family tree, forever separate from their home world. The moon wouldn't just be a new home, it would be a new beginning for our species. So, in the end, the choice really comes down to you. Would you leave everything you've ever known for a new life on the moon? Or is Earth the only home we will ever truly have? The future, it's in our hands.